Welcome, Cancer Leo, to your Astrodice reading for June. I hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please push that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, my friends, let's see what's going on with you. For those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. Okay, let's see what's going on. I did get the first of the month out already. I did do them a little backwards. Because of the Saturn retrograde that was coming in. It's explained in that video if you have not watched that video yet. Okay, let's see what's going on. Ooh, look at that. Got some Aries energy coming in to the 4th house with the sun. Here comes the sun. Loving that because that's talking about that destiny, that place you need to be. Your almighty spirit. Your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved. What is your goals? What has the stars aligned for you, my friends? Got a lot of fire energy coming through between the sun and then having that Aries coming through. But I love the Aries because it's going to show that passion for you to want to push towards the goals that you have this month. No matter what is standing in your way, right? The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous, crusading, impulsive action is likely. Hey, if I'm feeling a little impulsive, it might just happen. Sometimes impulsion doesn't have to be a negative. Sometimes we need that impulse to keep us going strong. Give us that extra fire up our butt and make us move, right? Ouch, I'm getting burned, gotta go. Talking about the 4th house, your home and the roots of your being. Wow, so talking about yourself, your home, your family, but, you know, and things that you need for the roots of your own being, right? So getting straight in here. Let's see what's going on in the situations taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month, my friends. I do feel a little... I don't know if, I want to say the word taunted. Who's taunting you? I know it sounds weird. I don't know if you're haunted, but you're definitely being taunted. Causing some painstaking air within this situation. Especially at the beginning of the month, I'm really feeling that. And there it is, the darkest fears. I feel taunting. I feel like someone's taunting you. They're like pointing the finger at you, wanting to cause problems, wanting you to build boundaries. You know, not observing what you're really wanting to do, not caring about what you want to do. It almost feels like they're kind of taunting you. This is for someone, not everybody. They're kind of taunting you to the point where it's almost like they're not really observing what you're trying to do for your own goals with the sun over here, my friends. They're more worried about what's going on around them. And there's kind of this very kind of ego driven kind of force towards them. To say, but I want you to see what I'm doing. I don't care what you're doing. I've got that, right? That's for somebody. It doesn't have to be for everybody. The bottom of your tarot deck, though, I want you to know is the Sacral Chakra. So your desires and your intentions of what you really want passionately are really pulling through for you this month. Keeping you steady and firm no matter what this person is doing. And I'm sorry, I feel it. And I feel that impulse within you as well to say, I don't really care what you're saying. I mean, can we be truthful over here? They're telling you they don't see you doing great things with the love abounds upside down. And they're just draining you. Just draining you. Right? And you're trying your hardest to just not observe it. You're not paying that much attention to it. But it's hard when it's kind of in your face. And that's where the darkest fear is just kind of coming out, because it does feel like a lot of finger pointing, or a lot in your face talk, or a lot of nagging around you that's hard to block out. I mean, let's get serious. You can only block out so much nagging, right? I mean, how much of a fortress do you need? You know? within the darkest spheres over here, it's talking about, I'm just going to start here. I usually do the rest, but I'm talking about you making your own magic. And also, I feel like for some of you, it's hard to get through this situation when somebody's nagging that you're afraid that they might be messing with your manifestation. Why? Because you're not feeling as balanced. So sometimes, even though you have that fire under your butt from the Aries, it makes you feel like, well, if I can't keep balance, I'm going to have a harder time getting to my heart's desire. I'm just going to put this right here for a second, because this, I do believe, is a huge card right here. And underneath it is daydreams and decisions and taking the lead. Look at that. Do you see that? And the reason is because what you're saying is, in a lot of ways this month, is it's going to be really kind of hard. I'm putting this right here. Right here. Oh, and then knock everything over. Okay. So anyways, it's going to be hard to get to where your heart's desire within the 4th house, when it's hard to take the lead to get to your daydreams. Now, you're working very hard to do so this month. It says that, and it's saying you're being assertive, right? It's I hear it. I'm assertive. I'm taking the action, but because of the communication, it's hard, right? It's so hard, and you could be dealing with the Sagittarius or a Gemini just won't stop. But the path that you're leading, and as you're trying to cut through all these clouds and really cut through their bullshit to really do so, it's kind of, it is draining. I feel drained myself, right? I'm feeling it. You're trying to keep yourself at peace as much as possible by not observing, not paying attention to what they're doing. But like I said, it's also because they're not paying attention to where you want to go within your own true heart's desire and passion. If they are putting you down, my friends, telling you can't do these things, please don't listen. Please fight that. Fight that. They don't know nothing. That's their own fears. It could be their own fears of losing you. Somehow or another, it's their own fears. Maybe they're also afraid that you'll become something more than themselves. But usually the reason this is because either one or the other. They're afraid to lose you, or they're afraid you'll be more than themselves. And then, of course, there's other reasons too. Maybe they're just a little cuckoo, right? Maybe they're just a little crazy. Okay, but remember, it's usually one or the other. And then, of course, then there's the number 3, right? Which is none of the above. It's just that they like to fight, or they're a little cuckoo. Okay, a little aggressive. With the love abounds, they're draining you. Yeah, and it's hard for you. It's going to be hard for you because it feels like the sensitivity of the conversation is, simply one of those things that you're going to have to set yourself a boundary and set yourself a limit of how much you can take. So, close the door, go away, however it is. That way you can reflect on what it is you definitely need to reflect with. Make yourself cool down, grab your courage, and set out on your goals. Just remember to keep your goals going big. Because, right now I'm seeing this big sensitive heart. I don't know, it's the water. It's that Ace of Cups that I keep seeing, guys, over here within the 4th house. Saying, I really do love you. I can't do this. And the deep communications is not even worth it. Because it could just start into some kind of argument. So definitely just trying to step back from the situation. Maybe they're having a bad situation at this time, especially as we have the 4th house coming in right now with that Saturn retrograde, right? Making them not as cool as possible, making them think of karmic things, making them, their energy's all wibbly and out there. If you believe you can succeed, absolutely. And I love how it's coming underneath the sun. It literally says, if this is what you believe, you can succeed. There's a watchtower. The watchtower says that's what it is. Have the rest and reconsiderations for what you want and listen to your higher self. Don't listen to what this person has to say, right? And ended the card. This one is giving and receiving to yourself. Wow. Let's get to the next one. Well-deserved reward is not coming in just yet. It's upside down. It's not there just yet. Okay, just breathe. The reason is because you are a little kind of all over the place a little bit, right? But you are strengthening bonds within yourself or with someone else. We're able to see how that's really working out as the giving and receiving is at the bottom of the deck. Something that has to do with this, obviously, that has to do with why you're not getting your well-deserved reward just yet, which is fine because we don't know exactly what it's going off of yet. What is it within the fourth house? Maybe it's something that's not ready. Obviously, it's not. So with the believing in you can succeed, it means you just keep pushing forward and having faith. Yeah, keep the faith and the hope alive for the wheel of fortune. For your fortunes, for your dreams, for your stuff. The wheel is open of good fortune in the mid-month for you so that you can hold on tight as you're resting and reconsidering all the things that you're doing and really taking the bull by the horns and really going out there and getting what you want. You're going to bring in that chariot, right? Because you're moving forward in a direction that you know this is the direction you have to be in within the fourth house. You're going after what is good for you within the fourth house. So setting these boundaries is going to be a great thing for you and not really paying attention to what they're saying because you're now more focused on what it is, what is really good for you. Listening to your intuition, but this person does get you, I'm going to say about the 15th of the month, they're going to come back at you and they're going to try to make you feel miserable again. This might be misery loves company too. Man, I kind of feeling that. When they're miserable, they want other people around them to feel miserable. Man, I'm getting that right now. So listening to your own higher intuition to know that your blocks are there. I'm still not listening. I'm listening to what I need to listen to so that I don't get trapped in your web. That's what it is, like a spider's web. Yeah, I have bringing in extra, conversations with other people, things that can get you going and get your mind straight. Bringing other opportunities. But I do feel like you're connecting to other family members, other friends, other people around you for better conversations as you're kind of sorting all this out within your mind of what this person is doing and also sorting out what it is your dream is within the fourth house. I mean, maybe the fourth house is just actually buying a house, moving out, getting away from this person. Literally 100, right? Talking about moving out. I can't wait till I do so, but I have to hold on tight to my money so that I can get to where I need to be within the fourth house. A lot of you, that's really what it feels like. It feels like you're holding tight to money so that you can get your own place because you can't handle it anymore. So for some of you, that's not for everybody. Well-deserved reward is with the tower. We're going to have a tower moment. So I feel like the well-deserved reward is that you're not. They're pointing fingers again. So it's not having the peace and the comfort. It's not, right, getting to what you wanted and you're having clarity that this person is not going to, calm down. They're not going to come back to normal. They're going to continue for the rest of the month to weaken the bond with around you because they're underdetermined to, I'm just going to say, be normal. I have nothing else for you. I mean, that's really the feeling. Be normal. Can we just be normal? Because all the concerns that they're bringing out into the world are, for some of you, it's nonsense. It's not even, it's nothing. You're bringing in concerns and personal issues and conversations of things, and, and pointing the finger at me for things that are just not even necessary to bring up. I mean, it's just not even necessary. So paying attention to your career would be the best thing for this fight. Sorry, guys. For this time, just breathe. And this is going to just kind of make a compromise within you and this person within the homestead, right? Because what's going on is you're going to start pursuing more of your dreams. The well-deserved reward is that you just don't have the money to move out, and maybe, and also finding the peace within this person, hoping, everything would balance out. See, because you were hoping over here towards the mid-month, everything would get kind of more balanced out. If you kind of took them out of the spotlight, maybe, and ignore them and find your own peace, everything will calm down, but it's just not happening. They're not being supportive at all. And they're not supporting you and your dreams at all either. They're guilty of, just causing drama, exploiting, finger pointing, getting your heart all mashed up, getting your emotions all tied up. So it could be another time that you start you know, hiding out a little bit. I feel like in the beginning up here, you might be hiding out a little bit as well, in the beginning of the month, because of the moon over there. It's kind of like I'm going to go into reflection mode, which means you could be going into a shell, kind of shelling down, kind of hiding out from the situation, you know, taking yourself out of the situation, ghosting, however, not texting back, whatever the situation is. Just kind of hiding out is really what it feels like. But it feels like at the end of the month, you're going to kind of be doing the same thing, hiding out again. Yep, escaping the situation. But it's like you're escaping the situation, but you're not really going anywhere. Just like to your room, out to your friend's house, maybe sleeping over, you know, at your buddy's house on his couch. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing, because I just don't want to go home and deal with it. Maybe a motel, who knows, right? But however you're escaping, you are escaping, but it's not the escape of actually, it doesn't feel like it's an actual move. For some of you, it could be, but it doesn't feel like it. With the strengthening bonds over here, it feels like you and a Capricorn could be getting closer. I've Cap here now 3 times. You could be getting closer, finding your rewards within this Capricorn. This person is, you know, very resourceful. They keep you traveling away from this situation. So that means it could be, there it is, the escaping. It's almost like they're taking you out, showing you a good time. Remember, it doesn't have to be a Capricorn. It just feels like that's the energy that's coming through. It's tugging very hard. Could be any sign, but it could even be an Aquarius. But it's strengthening these bonds to keep you where you need to be so that you're not in your mind and stuck. So they're literally keeping you busy. Could even be the boss at work, giving you extra time. You know, which even keeps you away from the house more if you work outside the house, or even if you're hiding out in your office. At least it keeps you hidden out in your office. You see what I'm saying? So however it is, it does feel like they are kind of taking you out, and you are strengthening bonds with this person, because it feels like the more that they're giving you more time or more attention, like I said, I don't even care if it's the boss on the phone and you're working at home. If you're on that phone, you're strengthening bonds with that person. They're like, okay, here's more work. Okay, here's more work. Oh man, you're doing a great job. Here's more work. And you're just like, thank God, I don't want to leave this office. Right? Or this beautiful new person who could be your friend, family member, whoever it is actually changing everything around you for the world, which is putting a big dent. It literally is. It's putting a big dent in changing the scenery, changing the whole situation, to have more rewards, more recognition coming your way, and allowing you to pursue in what your dream and your goal really is. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is really stepping in to the situation, and it's going to give a lot more confidence, as well as it's really balancing itself out and really justifying the situation. Some of you are going to get a divorce too. Some of you have like had enough. You're either getting some kind of legal separation or you're getting a divorce. Yeah, because you're just, it's kind of like you're kind of done, but you are definitely staying grounded, getting the blessings that you need. So this is definitely a time when all this kind of compassionate and passionate energy coming from this Aries is really giving you a self-expression, my friends. Your artisticness also is going through the roof. So if you're painting at home or doing any kind of art projects or any kind of creativity or building a deck, it doesn't matter what it is, it's going to inspire you to really want to continue to keep going where you're going. Okay. And this is the only inspiring thing that you got from the tower over here, is establishing your art, fixing the house, getting this done, buying a house, saving money, whatever it is that you're doing within this 4th house, or saving money to leave. Okay. At the end of the month, you're going to feel much more balanced. The truth will set you free in the end. You're going to feel more freedom, more secure, more safety, more comfort with the sun. Taking more action. Okay. So yeah, beautiful reading. Okay, and that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye. you.